Summit wants to
That
play some
linguine tastes
games.
like juice.
He wants to play some games with us. Oh yeah, I'm down to play some games. We can play some games with some.
Of course.
He wants to play some finals.
Come on, D.
Let's fit it. This is a good. This is A tier. Thanx S tier. Hop in the core. Let's see what's up. Let's see what's up with Summit.
You want to hop in there?
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on, chat.
List.
Some.
Liquor tier list. Now, what's up, Z?
What's up? What up?
We're being very productive over here.
We're just doing some IRL shit, man. We're doing some liquor tier list. Mateo likes.
Play RP today?
No. Just shooting the shit. Hey, we were reacting to your crash out.
What crash out? What's that?
Bro.
What's that mean?
Like you wilding out, you know?
Oh, you talking about when I got a little crazy on the rant?
You know what I say? You know what I compared you to, right?
What's that?
I was like, you're like the Kanye of the streaming world.
Oh no, where I fucking interrupt what's her face from having her.
No. You're like the guy that says the shit that people are thinking, but you need the guy that's gonna say it to like move the culture forward. I was like, I love it. I enjoy the crash outs, by the way.
Yeah, listen. I'm not. I definitely don't take the route of, oh, guys, hold on. Listen, I'm having a problem here. You know, I'm like, yo, fuck this, fuck that. This shit's stupid. That shit's stupid. You know.
That's what I
say. When my emotions are flying high, like I'm. That's when I can see the clearest. You know what I mean? I can see clear.
That's what I said. I said to Chai, I said, listen, at the end of the day, some people might not agree with him, but is he saying something that's really, really wrong, or is he saying something that's just the truth and no one wants to really say? You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of points. There was a lot of points.
Yeah, I saw Mateo breaking it all down yesterday in a notepad.
Oh, he was.
My man was like, I was like, guys, who do we raid? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna raid Mateo. I'm looking at Mateo's channel, and he's looking at my channel. I was like, what the fuck?
Mateo got the notepad and shit.
Because we were playing the finals, and we thought you were gonna hop in with us, and then we played finals for a couple hours, and then come to find out we get off, and you're still ranting. So we're like, what the hell?
It's like, and why I say it compared to Kanye, because I'm like, a guy like Kanye that knows about music and that's been there for a very long time, just like Summit, he's probably played every game. He's been around for a long time. If this guy's saying some shit, like,
pretty crazy Kanye.
I think people should listen. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know. Oh, but he doesn't have context. It's like, sometimes it's not all about context. Sometimes it's about he's just looking at it from a overall POV.
Listen, dude, I got on today and I was like, I stand by everything I said yesterday. Bro, I was making fun with Suarez today. We'd be doing a store and we'd be like fucking like running, trying to get through shit, car swap, we're hiding. I'll be like, bro, you know what the real problem is, Suarez? I was like, during the whole time we were trying to get this 500, I was like, someone just sold 2 houses.
So it's true.
And he's like, oh man, you're right.
No, but you made sense when you're like, yo, you got a motherfucker just running, then he's got to flip his bands and fold them and then give it to you and then maybe sell it. And then you got a guy that's like, hey, I'm going to sell houses and make 30 grand. So like, I understand it. Also, I want to hear your take on this, right? Because I watched the fight you guys had today. The fight you guys had earlier today when you guys got the meth lab and then some.
Oh, we got fucked up by the 2 guys in the black?
Yeah. Right? So I said, and there's been last week we've been in some fights and, we've kind of like been like, okay, this is kind of sus. This is not kind of sus. And I'm just saying, like, Prodigy is moving to more of a content server, and I get annoyed that there'll be a group of gangs that just don't stream at all, right? Just from a viewer's perspective, I can't see their POVs, right? POVs is what I like. But I also said, just from like even an admin perspective, I said like, yo, if I was an admin and I seen some shit that was just didn't make sense, I'm going to ask the guys for their POV 5 to 10 minutes before and 5 to 10 minutes after. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because you're facing these big streamers and you just don't know who these gang members are, and none of them are streaming. So it's like, well, if you're not streaming, you should be at least recording. That's just my take on it.
I feel that. I feel like so you can have some sort of demo or some sort of recording of what the fuck you were doing, some sort of proof of, you know, that you weren't doing anything weird.
Yeah, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, I don't think we should be oblivious to dumb shit that happens, bro.
We also think that you know, it shouldn't just be COD zombies at meth labs. You know, if you take it, I feel like you should be good on taking that meth if you cleaned up the group that you were assigned to clean up, not just continue to sit there for 30 minutes and
appreciate the raid, brother.
Let's hope 1 or 2 more gangs don't show up. You know,
but from their point of view, we don't know. Okay, because they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna know if you take it, and then I could see them saying, I could see, for instance, like the devs being like, well, once a coin's used, that's it, right? Like that's gonna be the only use for a meth lab, right? But what people are gonna start doing is that if they're cooking, they'll just use a coin, so then nobody can discover their cook. So that's where you get into the shit.
Oh, interesting. Okay, that's a good thought process.
Yeah,
that's a good counter argument there. Good shit. Yeah, listen, I'm gonna say this. I've never really been a fan of that whole Prodigy style. And I said this before with gang warehouses, that I just thought it was just, there's no RP involved. People roll up, you get into fucking fights, and then you loot each other. I just don't like the idea of it being just very lacking in RP in every way. So yeah, I mean, oh, dudes show up. Oh, they know we're cooking meth. Let's start shooting. You know what I mean? It's just it's not my favorite thing. That's all. I'd rather have like actual war hunting parties, that sort of shit, rather than, you know, that sort of jam, personally.
Yeah, but even to add to that, even with the war, right? You're hunting for like 8 hours, and then I haven't seen the Hades dudes once. Exactly. And I think they should ban the whole, like, certain groups will wait till their best 5 is up. I think that should be like, you know, with us, we just throw whoever in, right? Whoever the fuck's around, you're in the 5. And I think that should be more promoted than gangs waiting for their best 5 to wake up. I think that's dog shit. Yeah, I feel that. It's like, yeah, we kind of roll around with everybody. I understand. It's hard to get the community to not sweat as much, because it's just something that they're always going to want to do. Yeah. Yeah. I feel you. So what you up to? I mean, I know I'll never see those homies again. You know, those guys that robbed each other. Ooh. Oh yeah. Don't know who they are. You know what I mean? So yeah, obviously we're not, like, doesn't really further any sort of progression. It's just like, hey, I want your shit, you know. Yeah, you're not gonna you're not gonna see them, but they will see you. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Is like, it's like even K, right? Like, he'll do the meth cook. He's like, let's do 3 cooks, because he wants like, he wants the RP to be like, he's not like, oh, let me hide this cook, whatever. Let's do 1 on what. But I think just with the amount of like streams we have on our side, I think there needs to be gang members streaming. And those who are opposed to it, I don't really give a fuck, because, you know, this is gonna be a content server. So if you're not here for the content, if you're not here for the content, then it's a conflict of interest. That's what that's the kind of thing. Oh, well, people's like, oh, I can't stream because of this. It's like, well, you know. Yeah, it's like I can understand where you're coming from. For it's like, when you get into a gang fight with somebody else who's also streaming, then everybody's kind of winning on all fronts. Like, everyone's getting content, 100%.
You get all the angles, you know.
You like that emo, right?
Sometimes where it's just like you just kind of get wiped up, and there's not really anything that came for it anywhere, right? It's just kind of like, okay, don't know who you are, you don't know who I am. We're not having a conversation right now. We're not getting like, not trying to start anything. It's just, hey man, thanks for your shit. I'll catch you.
Yeah, exactly.
Deuces.
And again, coming from like a content creator, you want more than that. But if you're not doing stuff with a content creator, it just kind of, it's a conflict of interest. It's just like, it's the same. Remember last year, right? We was fighting all these gangs, the Static, the Legion, all these gangs, and then they get banned, and then they're putting out montages of them cheating. The whole thing was, oh, they don't want to stream because they can't, but then they're literally just cheating. So like their whole concept of RP was just completely different. It was just to be like, I beat CG.
The best.
Yeah. Like,
shit, man, I'd like to win some fucking gunfights.
You guys was doing pretty good. I was watching you guys light up those guys, man, but they just wasn't. They were tanky. I don't know, but it is what it is.
We weren't really super coordinated, and I knew it wasn't like reapplying armors and shit.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? But that's just kind of my point of view. Is like, man, every time I see these POVs, it's like it sucks because I'm like, I only see CG's point of POV. We don't even know who these people are or what they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then some guy just like ran Suarez over in the bush. It's like, huh? Like, what? How the fuck did he know it was there? And whoever wants to get defended, I'm just gonna speak my mind. I'm on my summit shit today, so you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Punch the monitor, big dog. Yeah, I'm down to play some games if you want, or you guys just want to chill. We could play finals. I just got on that yesterday. I think finals was pretty good actually.
Finals, yeah, if I'm down with that.
Yeah.
It's always a pretty chill game.
In order to get paid per hour, you should have to stream. Yeah, I think they've just got to open up a public server and give prior to the RPers and the content creators for the main server. And let the public
Yo, Timmac.
What's up, dude?
I agree with it. At least recording, starting, and getting a rig of bad eggs. Yeah, just
what's
like,
the debate?
If you're not streaming,
I haven't been paying attention. I just heard Zolo on stream. Like, oh, that must be in Discord.
No, okay. Listen, okay. You know, me and Mateo was just chopping it up, doing our IRL shit, and then chat was like, "Yo, Summit went on this crazy rant," and then we watched it, and then the rant just kind of rubbed off on me, and then I just started speaking some of the shit, and I was just like, "Yo." Listen,
wait, did you say Summit rubbed off on you?
Just a little bit. You know, he gave me like, I'm at like 10%. He was at 100, right? So I was just like, you know, I've kind of felt the energy. You know, you feel the energy of your boys. You're like, yeah, he's right. And that's what I did, right? So, all right, chat, pause. All right. But I was saying to Mac that a lot of the fights that we're having in this server is just our POV and no one's streaming. And I believe that, you know, this is a content server, so people should be streaming or at least recording. And if I was an admin and some such shit was happening, I would be like, yo, I need to see 5 minutes or 10 minutes before POV and 10 minutes, 5 minutes after POV for the people that wasn't streaming. That was kind of my thing.
And I mean, you're gonna, I don't know, a lot of people have potatoes, and to require people to put that strain on their PC when it's like the game's probably running like shit already and they want them to record, and I don't know, maybe hard drive space is low, they've got like a 256 gig drive that's completely full and you want them to record video and all that shit. Like, I don't know if that's feasible.
I think you're wrong. I'm gonna say it because hear me out. Right? You
Yeah,
have,
I guess with
you,
metal.
yeah, you can 10-minute record before, like you or Nvidia, you can. It's not you're
Yeah,
not.
they got like shadow play and stuff now. Yeah, I forgot about all that stuff.
And also, you're building a content server, so you're gonna be more catering to streamers and building that content, people who are about content. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Once you get into the excuse of like, I can't record, I can't do this, and then, you know, I've seen too many shit, man. I've been around too long.
Yeah, I think if we're trying to build a content server, it just needs to be prioritized, you know. And
So what you're saying is you think people are metagaming stream sniping?
I mean,
Of course
it's
not.
happening.
Of course, let's.
You don't have to pretend here. Like, it's very obvious it's happening,
bruh.
but not like saying any
like
thing recently, but
like again, like, you know, Timmac.
Why would you be fighting and not streaming?
Like if I was fighting CG and I've gotten this, like, let's not take this away that most people are in the server because CG's in the server now. It's like, oh, this is great. This is kind of like a great opportunity. Blah 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 blah. Let's not turn a blind eye over that, right? Because I seen what it was like when CG left the server and when CG was in the server, right? So you got these things. So, you know, look at Ricky and those guys, right? If I wasn't in CG and I got into conflict with Ding, this would be an opportunity to get a bag. And let's not go off of experiences from 1.0 where all the gangs that weren't streaming were cheating and literally got banned and put out clips on YouTube of them cheating and metagaming. So let's not forget all of that. So they were recording, they just had cheats on. So
where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line though? Like you have to record your whole life, like at a certain point. Like it's like, well, you know,
no. So were you taking a shit when you said you were, huh, boss?
No. You
Let
just
me see that toilet paper roll. I know where it was.
You just go into the point where if there was conflict, I just want to see it. Like that's it. What's wrong with that? Until you're like known, and like
I mean, you could fucking be recording shit and then just DMing people. No one knows.
But it still takes.
Their actions can still show some stuff, but I feel you on that. Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to not showcase any actions.
Yeah, like you still, like if you're doing, like people could stream snipe while streaming. I'm just saying that it's just good to see it, just to be like if Timmac's not streaming and in the server, Timmac is a professional. He's a pro. Like it's different, right? But like I'm just talking about like newer gangs and all the shit we've been through this week. I think that should be looked into. Look, Taco said, I've been beating out metagamers one. Bro, I one time like went offline. Like I think one time I went offline and I found all the ops that we were beefing with. Yeah. I was probably the last person offline in CG, and then I came offline. I'm like, let me just get in the server to see.
Bro,
and
so you guys hunted for like 8 hours, didn't find anybody. These guys said they would hunt. They hunted for 30 minutes and found us in that 10-second window at a clothing store. And then that guy found and then that guy found somebody in like a 5-second window stealing a box truck while we were running from the cops after the fight.
Yeah.
So am I wrong for saying what I'm saying? Like Timmac, me, Summit, Mateo, and Judd, and my next boy Josiah, we were like gonna do a job. We're all in black. We're at a fucking store in a red car, 5 of us in a store, and we get found. Like there's no inclination that it's us or whatever, and we get found. I don't know, and that could just be assumptions. I don't know, but it's just like we just get found, and we're looking for these guys for like 8 hours, and we just get found randomly, and then Josiah, we get out. Josiah goes to get a box truck to go block for us, and then he just gets robbed at the box truck after following like Rami and Rami showing where it is within 5 minutes. Like,
yeah, dude. I mean, like, fucking tell staff that shit. Like, that's fucking.
But
it seems super sketch. Like, I mean, they can keep an eye on shit like that. And then
that's my whole.
You don't need recordings. You just need to fucking throw a fucking hidden camera on them, and they'll be all over it. active. I don't think you realize how like much information admins can get just going invisible and following people.
I mean, the admins take care of it. Like nobody's saying they don't. It's not like.
But I'm just saying, if you're
They
sussing
take
it
care of
out,
it when
just
it
throw it over.
happens,
They'll
but, like,
fucking
we
let them figure it out.
It shouldn't even be like a thing that we're dealing with every war, you know.
Timmac,
let me really quick, because let's be real, Prodigy is filled with a lot of CG viewers. Let's be real, like the whole fucking thing got a lot of viewers and players from watching CG on Twitch.
100%.
And they all show up and they all know exactly the people that are involved. So
yeah,
it's unfortunately kind of it's a problem. It's like a problem that's good and bad at the same time. It's a double-edged sword. So you end up having like these people that are going to fucking want to find you or want to do things with you, or they're going to glaze, they're going to hate, it's just like, it's all over the fucking place. But there isn't a huge diversity of players, and yeah, there's going to spread, word of mouth is going to spread and people that don't know, but it's just kind of comes with the fucking territory, unfortunately.
I wonder how much of PDM was actually figured out by groups and how much of it was fucking metagamed out of its mind. It's like even progression on that kind of stuff can't be contained.
Yeah. Dude, I used to I did this amazing race. This was like my clear indicator that you're never gonna get past it. We were doing this moon or not moon. Do you remember Sun Moon? Remember Sun Moon? He did this amazing race, right? And I think it was me and Judd were doing something, and we ended up winning a round. But dude, as soon as me and him figured out a clue, the amount of people that just fucking piled up on that spot immediately was incredible.
Yeah,
it was like your word of mouth, like Twitch chat or people messaging each other, people watching, and then it just gets like, I call it meta laundering, because they find this fucking information that gets passed around like 15 times. You never know where the source is coming from.
Huh.
But it's the evil in the fucking community that I don't see going away easily.
I'm not saying that, it doesn't happen, but like, to the extent that what we went through this week, it's just like, come on, dude, like, and then it's like, you can't speak on it because then it's like you're being a toxic streamer, but it's like a spade's a spade, right? So, so many people want to fight us and have that dub to be like, oh yeah, we beat CG, blah 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 blah. But it's like I said, we just keep it going, right? So, I just think there needs to be something said within the community about that shit. It's, like people waiting to fight us with their best 5, all that dumb shit. You know what I mean? It's dumb as fuck.
Well, I mean, Ravage did. He did the community meeting, and he was like, but people forget. It needs to be like a repetitive message that keeps getting drilled in people.
Ravage is on
need
point
to be made
sure.
out of people, and hey, we keep banning people for this shit. Stop doing it. Like, enforcement needs to kind of be anonymously public, if that makes sense. Like, you want to keep the people that are getting hit with it kind of, keep the details private, but let everybody know that the staff is actively chopping heads for it, and it's happening too often.
Yeah.
You really got to put the scare factor into them, or the fear factor, just to
and that's why
behave and tighten up, or a good thing goes away.
That's why I would say, record your shit. I want to see 5 minutes before, 10 minutes after, blah blah blah. Like, and then if some weird shit, hey, bro, get in the Discord, let me see what happened. Oh no, my PC, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop all that bullshit. Like,
we definitely need more POVs though.
People aren't
especially
stupid,
with
though.
gangs. Like, I feel like there is a lot of people that stream in the server,
bro,
but
all the cops
specifically
stream.
with the gangs.
All the cops
all
fucking
the
stream,
cops
bro.
stream.
All the cops.
But all the gangs don't, and all these people fighting don't stream. It's like, bro, the gang RP should be like, I don't know. It's strange. There's an ulterior motive if you're fighting CG and you're not streaming.
Yeah, because you just want to be in the YouTube comments saying this gang beat CG because you're an idiot.
I'm gonna be honest. If I were a fucking 5-10 viewer streamer, and I would never go to war with CG. I wouldn't create conflict. I wouldn't try anything like that. I'd either stay friendly or not, but or stay away.
I would.
Why wouldn't you?
Fuck that.
I'm getting the bag,
dude. Fuck that. You're not getting a bag. You're getting fucking hate. Dude, it's not fun, man. It is not fun.
It's just it's all about different perspectives, right? Like you can
get hate from each other. Like you're gonna get hate.
Yeah, but you can talk to each other. Like it's different.
What do you mean? No, bro.
I don't think it's different.
Do you realize how much that CG has their own hate ship view? Like there's so much haters that hate on CG that they'll like another gang fighting CG just for the fact that they hate CG. Do you understand that? Like, people,
it's the vibes. Yeah, it's the vibes of the whole thing that really matter.
There could be a gang called XO right now, and if they beat CG in a war or in a fight, it's like, oh, all the CG haters, the Redditors will be on that gang side. That gang would grow popularity just for the fact that they fought CG. Come on now.
But here's the thing, though. In the time frame that we've been having this conversation, a realtor somewhere sold a house for $30K.
Dude, made $30K off a fucking house. I know. Dude, I bust my ass for money. That's why I didn't do the fucking poker tournament. I'm like, I've like, granted, yeah, my people are kind of like fucking running the thing at this point, but
stop the cap. Stop the cap.
Getting that shit, motherfucker.
I have 5K in game right now. 5K.
Well, you're lazy.
No. No, okay. See, says the guy that owns the shop, right? And you, like, it's not about lazy. It's just that I'm not grinding fucking materials all day, and I'm there for K and shit. Like, I don't get money handed. The city doesn't have a money printer. It's you have to do a lot of stuff.
There's only so many businesses that can be run in a fucking city. You know
exactly. So
you're telling me the realtor business, they don't even need to hire employees, bro. Like, look how many employees you have, Timmac, on your business.
Yeah.
Like, how many different ways you have to split your profits. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's not happening with realtors.
Yeah,
realtors needs to be admin/government job only. These motherfuckers just making a killing off of it. It's fucking, honestly, it's deterring. I don't want to fucking play when I hear someone has so much money, to be honest.
There's no cost. It's literally just RP, fucking hit sell, you know, there you go, fucking bid it up.
I think it's a system. I think it's a system thing, which is the system needs to be changed, you know, and that doesn't take away from what everybody else has been doing.
I just think there needs to be a cap on how much your commission is.
The problem is, it's like, you can't let economy breaking things just sit and be economy breaking for that long. Because now people, before even B classes are even existing and even implemented, just B classes, bro, people can buy 50 of those things.
Yeah, true.
What the fuck? There's no hardship for economy. When for some of these
not
jobs.
enough money dumps.
Like realtors, I mean, I don't know how anybody looks at realtor and says, "Oh, this is fine." Like, that's crazy to me. That's
real estate loans are an issue.
That was my take.
My roll problem was done. Sorry to cut you off, but my fucking roll bug that I had that was giving me $1,800 for like 1 or 2 rolls. I mean, bro, that was fixed same night. You're telling me realtors making 10 times that killing and no one's batting an eye at it.
I did say, and this was my take, right? Was that the realtor shit is like /admins. Only admins can give you that, so you do have an advantage. So you have to, and with power comes responsibility. So you do.
That's crazy advantage, though, brother. Like,
yeah, it is crazy advantage. Like no regular person can do that in a server. You have to be an admin has to give you that job. So should you be buying a shit ton of houses and flipping that? No, because no one else can do that. You could say
then what are people doing, right? That's what the realtors do, don't they? They buy it for the price that they can get it at. They know it's at. Then they'll bid it out for more expensive, and people don't know what its price range is. They don't even know what each other bids. You get that? So you really do somebody in and be like, man, maybe you should come in and make maybe 700, probably get you it. You know what I'm saying? When the fucking the bid before that could be fucking 5.
It's like having the inside information on the stocks. It's the same shit. You know, you have privileged
I'm sitting there
information.
saying
You
this
don't know.
stuff yesterday, and people are like mad as fuck at me for saying it. Obviously, the poker stuff kind of overlapped it a little bit, but
Yeah, right. And that's not a shot at OTT. That's not a shot at like he's grinding
sure
and
it
stuff.
is. No, it's absolutely a shot. What do you mean? He's abusing the fuck out of it.
Abuse is a strong word. I would say
Abuse is a strong word when you're one of 4 people that have it, and you're buying and reselling your properties that only you have access to. That's not.
Mateo, what was your how did you explain it? You explained it in a way that made sense. Like,
Oh,
That's a strong word for that. Okay, tell me, explain it to me then. Give me.
He's gaming the system. He's gaming it.
He's gaming the system that no one has access to, Timmac.
Right. Oh yeah. No, I know. I
Gaming
know
the
where you go.
system that it's an admin system that he's using.
why is chat
He
saying everybody has
only
access
came
to it?
over to be a realtor. So, bro, this is all ball sack. I'll be honest with you.
yeah. I don't know. Chat was saying the same thing when I was explaining it, but
Oh, I'm so bored of RP. Oh, you're gonna make me a realtor? Okay, shit, I'll play.
No. Don't say that.
Is that not how that went down?
No, that's not how it went down.
Well, how did it go down then?
We invited him over. He came over and stuff, and then the realtor stuff came in after. I don't want you to be. I don't want you to be misinformed with the information.
I hear.
You know what I'm saying? But I do get what you're saying, because again, no one has. People keep saying everybody has access to it. No one has access to it. If there's 6 to 7 other realtors, they all have that information where it's like they know who put bids on. They can just talk with each other. We don't have that information. So I get what you're saying. So yeah,
and they're in this position from the admins, so they should just be sticking to that job. They should be role playing that realtor position and not doing this
What
house
is Mr.
flipping
K
thing.
doing with it? Is he doing that shit? Is he flipping houses?
No, he's
no.
He's the brokest realtor in this fucking city.
Yeah, I don't think you should be flipping houses.
I think the flipping houses is where he took it way too far, and I think that's more than half of the money he made from that was from the flipping houses and not from that 5%.
People
To
keep
be
saying
fair.
K has K-Town, but K pays $200K a week for K-Town. K-Town's RP purposes is not to make money, bro.
But then
Up the
another
cap.
argument we had is that even if, this is an admin job and these people that got this job are trusted with the money to not like do things that are going to like corrupt the economy or ruin the game.
Bro, you shouldn't have anybody running that shit as admin, to be honest with you. There should be automated systems for that sort of thing, but whatever.
I do agree.
Yeah,
I don't
mean,
like the
Someone running around
silent.
just making a bajillion just because he knows somebody from another fucking server. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like the silent marketing or bidding bullshit. I think that's dumb as fuck. I think that should go. I think if there's bid, people should see the bids on it.
I agree.
They watch for properties that have no bids, put a low ball bid on the property, and then they sell it.
Yeah. So how is that not an advantage? How do you not? How is that not?
That's RP abuse as far as I'm concerned. But whatever, dude. If nobody's seen it like that because it was given by an admin. I
Well,
guess.
the public can't see how many bids are on it, can they?
No, they can't. Oh, but the realtors can.
No, the realtors can't, but they can talk to each other.
yeah.
No. So if me and you are a realtor right now, I could say, hey, this guy put 200K on here, or you could tell me which person, so we could figure it out how much bids are on each. It's just common sense, chat. I don't know why you're acting like they don't fucking talk. You can know if a bunch of people want a house or not.
Yep.
You have to go to a realtor to put through a bid. You can't put through a bid without a realtor.
That's a real fucking grind right there, dude. I'm glad while I'm running from the fucking cops and having to do all these stupid fucking setups and shit like that, that's happening on the side. It's the best.
Did I say that? Am I saying I never said they could see it? I'm saying that you have to go to. Okay, there's me, Mateo, right now, Summer, and Timmac in a chat. If we're all realtors, someone has to come to us to make a bid. So if someone makes a bid, I can go, hey, by the way, thing made a bid for $5,000. Then Timmac can go, hey, Zo, someone made a bid on that same house for $10,000. We have inside information. What? Well, how is that hard to understand? It's just common sense.
So then then they can just tell people like what to bid on it, or shit, they can put bids themselves, or
Exactly.
can they see if there's no bids?
Mateo,
Yeah, that's
guy
kind
was
of the
saying in the
issue.
chat.
They kind of know when a house hasn't been bid on because they know which realtors are around and which would have been like showing these houses. So if they know a house hasn't been shown to people, he just bids the minimum price to buy the house, and then he resells it for double. Or he was saying like he was bidding like 41K on some houses and then reselling it for like 70, 80.
yeah, that's
Zolo Taco doesn't think you're right on that. Doesn't think that's happening. Okay, dude. All that matters is, can you buy a house
literally
yourself
OTT
and
said
flip it
that.
for more? Yes or no? Just tell me. Can you buy a house and then flip it for more?
OTT literally said that on his thing, that he buys it for 50K and then he'll sell it for 70. What?
Okay, I mean, well, here's the thing though. Like, you can't discredit OTT in the way that he knows real estate better than probably anybody on this fucking server.
Who
No,
gives a
but
fuck?
that's
That
not.
he knows how to like.
The
He
fuck
knows
does
how to play
that
the
matter?
market.
We understand that.
It's like-
We understand that. We're not.
That's like
not
saying
the
monkey knows which
knows
cars
how
to
to play
use,
the
you know?
market in fucking GTA when he's the only one who gets access to it. What?
Yeah, like
Well,
You can't take
I'm-
credit for that? What?
No, I understand that he has an advantage. Like if he didn't have like the real estate hookup, I still think he could buy and sell houses from a civilian standpoint and still do pretty
So
fucking
then let
good
him
with it.
do that.
But you still would have to
fuck
go.
it.
Do both. I think that's the
You
issue.
like Mateo could go buy houses right now, but what he's basically saying is the money that you're making from selling houses, you're using that money and flipping that. So
Bro, that's like
you
saying
also
like, hey, he's really good at poker anyway, so we're just gonna give him 3 cards and just hit you guys with 2 and just say fuck
Mystique
it.
and I, yeah. So it like no one's discrediting that, but it's just saying like I don't understand how this is so hard. Like I don't even understand how.
I'm just trying to be a little devil's advocate, just because I know.
That we're gonna get shredded by the internet. Yeah,
It's
whatever.
not about the internet. I was
Not
playing devil
necessarily.
advocate too. I don't think it's
Just,
I don't think it's an
No, we were
OTT
s-
problem. I think it's a
Yeah,
system
we were
problem.
saying the same thing.
I think
I
the
think
system's
it's-
fucked a little
I
bit because
think
the
nobody
commission's
should
high.
be abusing that system, and it should be talked about and reported forever ago. The only reason I didn't bring it up is because I didn't fucking know what was happening.
I also think.
No, the rolls for $1,800 gets fixed the same night, huh?
Well, I think there's a problem generally with how much money's in the economy is the problem, because people are buying $200,000 houses for like $800K. And obviously with the system of real estate, if you're getting a percentage of the profit, then like there's a
OTT
problem
brought
with
it up to
how
the
much
admins. Watch the
fucking
clip.
money's going.
How long ago was that? Where's the clip?
Yeah, exactly. So if you sell 4 houses and you make 30, 40K in a day, you can just go bid on another house and
Oh,
then
he
sell.
brought it up today. Oh, that's fantastic, dude. Why don't you just... You mean after I brought it up? You mean after I fucking brought it up, he brought it up? After the millions have already been made. That's when it got brought up?
The realtors have I think there should be a cooldown on reselling too. I think
Let me
if you
jump in front of that one now that Summit's jumping
don't-
down the fucking throats of everybody. Jump in front of that shit, bro.
like if you buy a house, but then it kind of like fucks up. Like, what if you want to do real estate RP, right? So, I think that was a problem in NoPixel. There was so they gave it a 30-day cooldown. If you buy a house, you have to wait 30 days to resell it.
Yeah, I don't think you should be doing both of those jobs at once. You already have the money printer, and then on top of it, you're like using that extra info that you got from an admin job to therefore just keep flipping for even more money. But in OTT's defense, again, I don't think he is gonna do anything wrong with the money that like it really
Oh,
makes it that
Lord.
bad.
Doesn't even matter, bro. Doesn't matter. Just it being capable, and like, why make it like that in the first place then? Huh?
Like what? Well, no,
Why?
again, I don't think he should be able
Why
to do
flip
that.
shit?
I don't think he should.
You're already gonna make a fucking killing. You already have been given this position, right?
I agree. I think it should be. I should think that should be changed, or I think there should be a rule against that.
And it gets brought up today. That's kind of fucking. That's like a dick slap to the face. You're telling me after what I said, it gets brought up today after weeks of making that much money. That's just.
But even the money sink,
Bro,
right?
it took me 2 rolls to figure out that hey, admins probably need to fix this. 2 rolls got sold. Hey man, this is broken. I didn't sit on it for fucking weeks and hide it, and then say, hey, now you should fix it. I recognize that the economy is in jeopardy if you don't.
Realtors should not be able
Whatever,
to
dude.
houses. I think
I'm getting riled up again, dude, about this stupid shit.
Yeah.
No small blinds on poker, by the way.
It's frustrating because we're I see your point of view though, Sam, because I'm on that same boat, man. Like it's so early, like to have this huge imbalance is fucking nasty.
Ego on someone's Twitch, dude. I'm the fucking poker king. I'm the king. You know why he gets to type he's the king? Because he's had the fucking stupid money. Even if you don't get to like use the money, right? Say he doesn't use the money, right? It doesn't matter, bro. That's like the most ego fulfilling bullshit on an RP server that you can have, right? Almost money guy, right? Ah, fuck, man. That alone makes me mad. I don't give a shit if the money never got used, right? Oh, I'm the richest guy in the server. Dude, fuck me, dude. Just fuck me.
Yeah, that's. Listen, I think
you're not wrong.
There just needs to be more of a money dump in the server. I think the fines should be a little higher as far as crime and shit. That's my opinion.
Well, I'm the fucking king. I make the most money on the server. I just like. Ugh. Okay. Anyways, obviously, I'm letting my personal bias get involved in this one.
Yes.
But realistically, like it's my personal shit that stumbled on the realtor bullshit, right? That's happening, and it shouldn't be. So,
yeah.
Not to mention, like I said, I call it abusing. You guys can call it whatever the fuck you want, but I know that if shit like that was happening on fucking NoPixel, it would be fucking not looked at in the same way.
I mean, there's a lot of shit on NoPixel that's like that. Though.
Hey.
Bro,
hey guys, let's
NoPixel something else. We don't even need to get into that.
Fuck it, let's just move on, yo, because we don't want this shit getting taken out of context.
I don't know, whatever, dude. Makes me not want to play. I barely got on today, and I don't know if I will get on for the rest of the fucking week.
Nah, don't say that, man.
No, that's the type of shit I don't fucking like in this city, though, bro. I'll be honest. I don't like that shit. This shit is like the fucking money printer while everybody else is out there actually grinding. It's annoying to me.
Yeah, and I think you voiced your opinion, and I don't think people disagree, and I believe like the devs and the admins and Prodigy work fast and diligent, so I'm sure things will change and get to a point where it does make sense, right?
Yeah, dude. After the millions have been made.
but also, I just think it's, there's also grinder Andes that have millions in the server as well. So I think the economy just needs to be looked at overall, and I think that's always been a problem in GTA, just the balance.
Yeah, it's impossible to stop people like the grinders from making too much money because, like, it's like you're trying to make jobs that people can do to make money, and like some people just only do that.
Yeah.
Then they just, they nonstop do that, and they just pile and pile and pile, and and then they can use that to build a kind of a business, and then just leverage off that. But it's, like, dude, even for me, like I was looking at this past week was like probably it's been less and less and less. Like I was doing really well with the shop. Like this week is fucking actual S.
Oh, because it's like, it's a real business. Like when there's no fucking demand, you know what I'm saying? Then you don't make money. But there's always a demand for certain things, right?
Yeah, and I think what Mateo said was true. It's like realtors that can sell houses shouldn't be able to buy multiple houses. I just think it's just everybody wants houses. New people in the server want houses, and the shit getting moved up even more is just, you know, it's like some capitalist shit. But I hopefully it'll be fixed because, you know, I don't want something to be like he doesn't want to play no more. Every time he gets like stable in the game, he stops playing and dips for a year.
Dude,
Well, I mean, that's, you know, that's just like because I get burned. This time around, though, it's like I'm letting the server burn me.
Dude, the economy is so hard to balance. I gotta say, man, like just figuring out, like, I keep going back to the business, but just like me figuring out
But that's
my
a
corner of the
constant thing
world
that should be figured out, right? It's not something you just sit on for a week because when you do, your server sucks.
Well, that's it too. I mean, like that's, and I totally agree with you. If you're in a position where you're going to be the one discovering some of the inefficiencies or imbalances, like, you know,
So I'm not the one that discovered it here, though, Timmac.
No, I'm saying like
I had to find out about what other people already knew. And I'm the only dipshit who's raising his fucking mouth about it, right? Now it gets brought up today that there's a problem with the fucking system. That's fantastic.
Right. You're saying you should have had some integrity with it. Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I thought everybody, especially if you're bringing people in for like special positions, the integrity is utmost importance, right?
100%. 100%. That was literally my point. Yeah, it was because like I'm seeing, you know, like doing this business, I'm thinking from what are the grinders that are going to be bringing me material going to be making per hour? What's it going to cost to the person on the other side? How can I give people a fair wage in the middle? Like I came up with like a whole stance to make sure the economy didn't get blown out of proportion by like exploiting a customer.
I mean, you're also running a real business that requires employees, you know, dividing up the profits. You actually have to
but I had to
do
set
all
the
that
numbers
and break all that down. Yeah, exactly. But the guys making the bajillions of dollars don't have to do that, do they? So like the effort that you're putting in versus the effort that someone like a realtor puts in, where do you think the difference is there? You think it's massive? Do you think it's tiny?
I think as soon as you ended up selling a house one time and seeing that you made fucking 30-40 grand off of the amount of work you did for that, you need to fucking flag that up and be like, yo, this is too much.
Especially when you're brought in for that position.
Especially if you're early. If you're early in the system, absolutely.
You're
you should be bringing that
personally
shit
brought in for that.
And then going on top of that and using that money that nobody else can get that easily to flip houses that you have special information about. It's too much.
This past week, I made 40 grand from the shop myself personally. That's like more than anybody's making.
Oh, for sure. I haven't seen 40 grand since I've been in the city.
But that's 7 days of business.
On constant business, I mean? Yeah.
I'm paying out $250,000 to everybody else. But that's like how many people? Fucking 24, 23 people. So that's like 10K each for a week of work. It's really, and then obviously there's less on some people, more on others, but like that's not a lot. Like, you know, like it's not like that seems reasonable though, right? Like,
yeah, to keep it balanced, I think so.
But that was my goal, was to try to make a system that's not going to inflate too much into any one person. Am I making myself kind of like a moderate whale on the server? Yeah, but I'm a business owner, but I'm not overdoing it either.
But you're also providing a lot of RP for a lot of people, to be fair.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like,
but like as a business owner, like I'm sitting on 200K, like, you know, like that's, and I don't spend money. Like that's everything I've made. I bought 2 cars that are paid off. And those cars really aren't expensive too either, right? Like what are they, fucking 15K for the C-Class?
Yeah.
That's not too, like that should have been, what do you want? Like it needs to be clear from the staff side, how much do you want wealthy people to be making at this point in time, and how much do you want the average civilian to be making per hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, Things just don't feel very balanced and good right now. I mean, like why does a store robbery give you $500? And it takes like, you got to get lucky with a job crate in order to get a yellow sequencer to even rob a store. And then after that, you get $500 to split between you and your team. Or the PDM heist, you get like, what, 25K? Split between 5 people, and it takes like a week of getting materials and items to even do it.
Here's the thing, though. They have access to adjusting and fixing, and if there was a bloat in the economy somewhere, they can just delete the fucking money. Which, honestly, in my opinion, at this point, like, if anybody's that wealthy, fuck it, delete some money.
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking they probably were gonna do that. To be fair,
Or create like an RP sense, like taxing or whatever, so wealth tax or whatever it is, right?
yeah.
And I know they were mentioning, I was in some private talks, and they were talking about, like, if something has too much money, like, they want to impose some sort of fees to reduce the company side of it. Now, real estate's a weird one because the real estate company doesn't really have an account, I don't think. I think it just all is commissioned to the agents, whereas it should go into the company and then get paid to the agents, in my opinion. Because then if you have some sort of ridiculous bloat, it doesn't go straight into any player's pocket. It goes into the company, which can then have a, I don't know, like whatever like fee percentage you want to take out of it, just to create a balanced system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you can kind of divide it up to fair wages out to the employee. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. I would have run that. I would have made sure the real estate thing got set up differently.
Yeah.
Timmac, do you know? Was this reported by OTT or any of the realtors before before I brought it up?
Dude, I have actually no idea. I know.
No idea.
So I know.
Was it like ignored? Was it like put on the back
in that
burner?
clip earlier, he said he reported it like I don't know how much longer ago. He didn't say he reported it today. Today he said he reported it like before, but I don't know how long before. That's all.
I know the commission rates were reduced at one point.
I'd like to see if that was actually reported.
That's all I know, though. I don't, dude. I'm pretty stuck in my. I barely can fucking focus on the shop on its own. But so I don't really. I'm pretty like kind of hermit mode when it comes to other shit. But yeah, I know at one point the commission rates were higher, and then they dropped that rate down because there was too much money getting thrown out. So I don't know if they I'm sure they were looking at it. I can't imagine it's case shit, right?
Yeah, as somebody who is given this job by admins, I'm even like Timmac with the business. You're supposed to be trusted with the money to not like when Timmac was making too much money like the first week or like first couple days. You don't need to tell Timmac to not like go do some crazy shit with money or like abuse it by charging people some crazy amounts.
I didn't make too much money because I built a system that was fucking fair immediately.
Yeah.
Did I have a shit ton of money because everyone wanted to upgrade? Yeah, a little bit, but
yeah.
Now that things are settling out, I knew it was going to get to this point. I knew there was going to be like the spike and then a tail off, but You know, it's
Oh
And then
shit!
he took all that
What's
money
up,
to the
Dorson?
poker game and then
How are you? I'm
and
good.
fucking
And then barely played
influenced how he made his decisions in the game, kind of. So that's
Sweet,
where
what
it's,
happened?
you know.
He got it off a runner
fix that
straight.
fucking poker table. No, he just didn't play any fucking poker during the entire time and didn't get ran through blinds because the blinds weren't working.
Oh.
And then he had like no accumulation throughout the whole tournament, and he just had like 3 double ups and then ended up winning, or 3 or 4. Listen, this is all coming from the guy who lost. I'm very clearly biased and all this, and I'm pissed about it. So like, take it for, with a grain of salt.
yeah, right.
Good.
Dude.
According to me, the man didn't play any poker and won the poker tournament.
I don't understand how chat can say this is toxic when someone's voicing their opinion. It's just we're talking about the game mechanics and stuff. I don't understand. That's just why people don't like to talk, because you guys say people are toxic. It's just like, bro, people can't vent. He's not saying like F this person. He's talking about an in-game mechanic, like how it should be and whatever.
Who?
Just us talking about this.
Or him?
No, just us talking about this thing, and people are just like, "Oh, this is OOC toxic." Like, what?
Yeah, damn right. You're damn right. I know nobody should be lumped in with this on me, but I am 100% pointed finger at OOT. So, until someone can tell me otherwise.
Yeah, the character of what this is, but whatever.
Okay, so if Charles, say Charles figures out that the roles are messed up, okay? And then I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, shoot it to the admins. So, say the admins don't get the message right away. What do I do on Charles? What would you do? Do you go hard as fuck and start grinding it and making shitloads of money off of it? Or do you maybe take a step back until they fix the system? What do you think?
Oh, I mean, dude, you had plenty of integrity off of that. No, I totally agree with like your stance on if something seems broken, don't lean into it.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I think we all agree with that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, 100%.
Definitely abused that part that he could take advantage of.
I see your point as far as like you're basically saying that like he's basically saying he kind of knew it was he even admitted that like he didn't like it, but he still continued to do it. Basically, you're saying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's if he reported it, which I don't even believe it. So
appreciate that.
I'd have to actually see it.
Yeah.
I'd love to see if it seriously got reported and it was just ignored by admins. That's kind of a bad problem too, right? Because that's economy based. Why would that be ignored by admins? Right? That's a time basis type of thing. Like he can't just get fucked up.
I watched a clip where he did say he spoke to the admins and they said they're not going to do nothing about it. It is what it is, or something like that, right, Mateo? When we was watching it, he said he spoke to them and they said
he did say he spoke to them. I don't really remember what. I don't know if he said they responded or what.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love to hear how that conversation went.
They didn't
Well,
respond.
luckily-
Okay, they didn't respond.
A good thing though is this is a very like narrow window for who's getting the money, right? There's only 4 realtors or whatever it is. So if there's a huge ingest into, it's only going to be to certain people. It's not going to be like a rampant issue across the server, which is good. So it's more of like a one-off case for that can get adjusted. I'm sure it like could be resolved fairly easy, but I think
one of them's K. One of them's
it's
Nash, who's an admin,
yeah,
and
then Leah.
Leah,
so.
Faye, and
Leah,
OTPA.
Faye, Lean, and Jack. I don't know who Jack is.
That's wild, bro. That's wild. People just got picked to do the damn job, huh?
I don't think people got picked. I think it was just like, referrals and based on their like RP within the city. I don't want you going with a narrative like he got picked to come over here to do it, because that wasn't it.
Okay.
I think it could just be worked out. I don't think it needs to, like, I understand that you're venting and stuff, but
Well, dude, let me get a business where I can just make fucking, maybe I can make like maybe a couple million a week and then I'll just put in my title that I'm the fucking king of the server. You know what I'm saying? That I got the most money and shit. What do you think?
No, I think the
You guys want to hook me up with that?
no, it's not. The king comes
Maybe
from.
give me all the best cars and shit like that. Can I get that too?
No. The king comes from like him being like the king of like BSK, his gang. He's been calling himself the king.
Flying fuck.
But it's not from the realtor stuff.
Poker champion, yeah, got it, dude. You know what I mean? Got it. It's just that.
He gasses
It's only
himself
that.
up fucking hard. I know.
Yeah, no shit.
No, he said he's a
He's been
kid.
doing it
He's
forever,
been
though.
doing it. That's his character, man. It's just his character.
That's his character. Got it.
All right, but
If I know anything about characters in this fucking city, got it.
nah, don't do that. I'm not gonna let you do that. Let's just move on. Y'all want to play finals? I'm down.
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, let's get some finals popping.
We'll pop some heads.
Yeah, let's go pop some heads. Let's just chill with the boys and have some fun, you know?
Do they have a crown in this game? I want to get one.
You're so stupid, Tim. You're so stupid. Talk about rubbing the soul in the wound.
Come on, you gotta leave out a little.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I'm not that type.
Was
I
that
humble
you
the
two,
fuck out of myself.
I was watching the clip of Hutch mispronouncing that word, and you like told him it was right.
What, circuit board? Oh, fucking
Yes.
dude, I leaned into it.
Panic Addy, appreciate that
I
sub.
couldn't let that stop. I had to let him.
Y'all been going crazy with the subs thing.
Just
Chat,
saw
we're
that for the
almost at
first time
1,200. We're
last
almost
night.
at sub goal, by the
How
way.
fucking funny
God
is that,
damn.
dude?
Dickhead, bro.
Almost at sub goal.
I'm an
Just like,
asshole.
yeah,
Yeah,
man, what's right? Yeah,
I'm a
that's how
fucking
it's
dick.
pronounced. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, it's a Sursuit board.
So the mitigator. Like I don't. We don't need to get into the crazy
you
shit,
sounded
chat.
so serious too.
Oh, dude, I could do that. Yeah, I play that shit.
You had me doubting it. I'm like, huh? So fancy.